Hello again everyone, it's Dave from 3D Prints and Stuff. I know it's been a few months since my last video, but I figured now is the chance to put out a video. Everybody's getting an Ender 3, Ender 3 Pro, this, that, and the other. I saw a good deal. I think it was on Banggood. I think $180 something or something like that. I don't know, so I just jumped at the chance. I don't know if it was cheap or not, but compared to what the price was, I jumped on it anyway. What I'm going to do is, I unboxed everything that I didn't feel I needed for the building of it is on the left side. Everything I felt I would need to build it is on the table. What I'm going to do is, I think there's 12 steps. What I'm going to do is take a photo of step number 1 and then record myself doing step number 1 and all the way to step 12. I don't know if this is going to be a 20-minute video, 30-minute video, 40-minute video. If you want to watch, don't watch, skip ahead, that's fine. Anyway, this is me doing my first build on my channel. Hope you enjoy it, and let's get to the end. Step number 1 was to do the gantries, and let's see if we can do it. Alright, we're going to need this. Get this out the way. Okay, make sure you can see. You're in the photo. Alright, now remember, I'm a one-man gang here, so let's make sure we get the ones right. Okay, this looks like it goes on the left side. And this one must go on the right side. All right. Now it says we need the M5 by 45. I have them separated here. So from what I've seen from step 2 is put the LCD and the power supply. I need 2 pieces, M5 by 8. There's the M5 by 8, and that is for the LCD display. Let's put that on. Right. Well, it says we need 2 for that, so 1, 2, get the right. Okay, so far I'm 2 for 2. All right. During this step, you're supposed to also do the battery or the power supply, and it don't tell you what screws to use, so I just used the silver ones. There's only some spots I'll speed the video up so I'm not wasting people's time. I just used 2 of those. If you comment, be kind. Remember, everybody starts somewhere. Okay, next is to put the end stop. If I could open up the plastic bag. And that don't, okay. All the things are on it already. You just have to make sure these turn inside the frame to lock it in place. Okay. I'm not going to super tighten them yet. Okay, that was number 3. Well, that was it for number 3. Well, time for step number 4. Alright, somewhere they put the one motor on. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do now. Put the one motor on. This one here. And I believe it goes like so. That must be these. It's not telling you, but I'm guessing it's the M4x14. Put the T-nut on the back. Don't tighten it all the way, leave it loose. Make sure they go inside the bar. Find the right one. Okay, that one turned over. Okay, that one turned over too, so it's nice and tight. I don't like the way that is, but okay. Now inside this tube is the threaded rod. Nice silicone tube. I don't know what I'd ever do with it, like a heat sink. Anyway, I'm guessing if that's loose already, this should go all the way in. Then you have to want to loosen it just to make sure. Okay, yeah, just the top. All right, that is step 4. Okay, step 5, I have to put this piece on here. It's notched out, and the reason this is notched out is so when you put this on, this gets embedded inside that part, so it would go like so. Okay, so I'm going to try and put the bolts in, and they have to go in through here, and you're going to use your tool to go through the hole and tighten it. But first, let me see if when you get it in, it should look like that with your screws on the inside. You probably can't see it, but those are the 2 screws right there. I'll be back with step 6. Step 6 is to say, thread the belt through. Put the belt through here. Alright, I got it through one side. Now you got to thread it through the bottom. And just push it through. Alright, that was step 6. 7's up next. Now step 7 has us just so you could see. Okay, here's the printer. This is going to go on this way, right? So what they want us to put on next is this part, and this part will just slide through right on the rail. I think the belt is supposed to be on one side over here, like so. They didn't say anything about tightening the belt yet or doing anything with the belt. Now this part is the next part they want you to do, and that's going to go like this. Okay, and I'm going to try and do that now. From the back it gets screwed. Now remember, I'm just going off of how they're telling me to do it for now. One, tied it too tight. This also has the recess on it also, on the bar, so this should fit flat. There it is. Step 8 is the other part of the belt tensioner, I suppose. Yeah, the belt goes over this piece here on the ball bearings, and it moves on the ball bearings. And the T-nuts are there, so we loosen them up a little bit. And if I'm looking at that correctly, this should go on here like so. Too small. Alright, I'm not going to tighten these too much because it's going to have to be changed, and I forgot to pull the... That's annoying. Well, if I didn't make a mistake, it wouldn't be a Nuva stall. So I gotta loosen this up again. Wrong one. Remember, the belt has to go over it. Belt has to go over it. Okay, see, the belt has to go like so. All right, that's step 8. Let's go with step 9. Now, if I'm reading step 9 correctly, we have to take this piece and put it on here. But they say do not tighten this nut here, these 2 little bolts here. Oh, I got this upside down. These 2 bolts here. Because if you tighten it, you won't be able to get the lead screw through. So with this nice and loose, it should just go right over. Okay. Ah, I see what I did, you dope. Noob mistake. Put that in upside down. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I adjusted my mistake. Like I said, have these 2 loose, so it'll slide down the lead screw, or you could turn the lead screw by hand. And I refixed this. So technically, these wheels should go on there. This should line up there and here. So far, so good. I'm turning the lead screw, and what that is doing is pulling that down. And I believe that is the end of step 9. Be back with step 10. We're running through it. Step 10 is to put this on top. Now there's beveled edges also on this. I'm guessing this would go like so. Now let's see what it does, which be M5 by 25. And here they are, M5 by 25. Alright, next step is to put on the filament holder, which I think fell on the floor, and it did. Alright. Let's see which way they have it on. Okay, they have it facing like that. Yep, okay. So like I say, comes with the little nuts, screws, and more T-nuts. So what you do is you put them through the hole. Thread them a little bit. Can't wait to get this going, because right now a lot of my printers are down right now. Not that it matters. Let me see if that actually turned. Yeah, close enough, good enough. Alright, next you put this through. I believe it goes this way, and the nut is riveted, or whatever you call it, slotted. So it can only go on one way. And you turn it, and it's locked. Alright, that's all done. Get these empty bags out that I've done already. Alright, what else is left? Alright, we got these little plastic covers. And from the look of it, they go here. So one goes here. Okay. And one goes here. All right. And I believe that is the end of step number 11. All right, last is the wiring. I'm gonna do it as I see it, because the instructions don't tell you like a number of how or which to do first. Obviously these two are the same, and they can only go connect one way, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, that's out the way. What else can I do? This was already connected, these two here. So I guess what I have to do is these, and they all have things on them to tell you where they go, okay? And these all go up high to here. Okay, and they all can only fit in certain ways, so E would mean it goes here. Okay, simple enough. Obviously this one would go here. That is the X. Jeez. My hands ain't even that big. Okay, I got that. The last one, I don't know if you could see it, but it goes inside here. All right, I got it. Look at that. All right. One more check to make sure things are tight. 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 Belt is good. No wobble. If any of these wobble, I don't know if I deleted the the video or not, but there's tension nuts on some of these wheels that if something ain't moving, like this wheel right here, I don't know if you could see that. It's moving freely, which ain't good. This one too. It's more. This one's nice, and this one here is nice and tight, not moving, but this one moves freely, and this one's moving freely. And you see this nut here, you just take your wrench either left or the right, and that'll tighten these up. That's good. All right, all the wheels are good. I checked the base already, and you're still gonna have to adjust this before we do any prints. That's the Z end stop. As this goes down, if it don't hit this before it hits the plate, it's just gonna keep going into the plate. So I'm gonna tweak a few things now, and I'll be back. All right, you see this here? We still have to put these on that. And this has to go into the coupler. And also with the wiring, there was a wire that had to go into the LCD display. Otherwise, the LCD display wouldn't work. Okay? It goes into the slot 3 in the back. Anyway, let's go back to putting the PTFE tubing in. I want to try hurrying up because I know it's already a long video. Alright. See, there it is. Thread that right to here. All you do is take the PTFE tubing and you push it in. Alright, now it shouldn't pull out, but if it does, they give you these little blue clips that I think you just, I don't know if there's a right way or wrong way, but I'll put it in anyway, even though I don't think I need it. Alright, that's in. What's that black? Alright, next is the magnetic build plate. I'm guessing you just unstick it, take this film off. They should leave a little, because I noticed when I just put it on, it's not, or maybe you're not supposed to take it off. I don't know. Maybe you don't take it, maybe there ain't a film. Anyway, there's that. And then there's the clips. We're all familiar with those if you have a CR10. I'll go on the message boards or Facebook and ask them if you take the plastic film off. Alright, the only thing I have left to do is fix the end stop, make sure it's where it's supposed to be when I try and level the bed, and I still have to do the knobs underneath, make sure the bed is level also, and I'll be back after I do those things. Alright, I'm back. I leveled the bed, which is kind of ain't that great because it's really hard to get it level. Anyway, I made sure all the axes worked. And I think I forgot to tell you to plug in the one motor over here, and that's about it. I'm not going to go too in depth. I didn't go too crazy checking out other people's builds and seeing their mods and stuff like that. I just wanted to be the person that got the printer home, got the printer home, took it out of the box, put it together without knowing anything else. So if there's upgrades or mods later, I'll do those later. For now, this was just the bare bones open box, build it, print. Let's see what happens. I'm going to start heating the printer up for the first time. Control temperature. Just start heating the nozzle because I don't think we really need any heat for PLA, at least that's what they say. I'm going to set it to 204 for now until I see what's actually on the SD card to print. They only give you this amount of filament to use, so I'm guessing it's enough to print whatever they put on the SD card, and that's what I'm going to use. I know on the CR10 they would at least giving you like, you know, a half a kg or something, but we'll use it and see what happens. Just rest it here for now. Hope it don't get tangled. To get the filament in, it goes in the hole. You press this lever and it'll help you get it in the other hole, and you just push it all the way to the extruder. I'm not going to push it that far just yet because the extruder ain't up to heat yet. And when I'm ready to print, I'll turn you back on. Alright, it's up to heat. Now I'm going to push the filament more, and hopefully it'll come out the extruder. And as you can see, it's here. Alright, now let's see what they have on the SD card. Initialize SD card, print from SD, test dog G code. Nope, they got the heated bed heating also. I'll be back when that's at the temperature. This is my first time watching this, so let's see what happens. It's a little thin, a hell of a thin. Trying to level it on the go. Looks like it's printing. I'm going to try and time lapse it and I'll be back. Six hours later, it's done. Let me see if I can get it off. 6 hours. Well, actually it says 5 hours and 31 minutes. Alright. Now, there's some explaining to do. Now, see that? That's how much filament they give you. This little mix up here was me trying to feed filament behind the filament before it ran out. And obviously it didn't work very good. And it looks like came out pretty good, but I think the top is a little messed up. Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. I don't know if you could see that or not. But at the ears, it started doing something, I don't know. Anyway, let's see if it comes off the bed like it's supposed to. Okay. Maybe you still need a spatula. The bed is cool. The bed is cold, so it's been done. Come on. Jeez. This is how much filament they gave me. This is the top part. Like I said, something happened up by the ears. I don't know. 6 hours, you think they could have made something a little simpler. Look at all the infill. It's a lot of infill. It's real rigid. Real thick too. They must have did a lot of walls also. Anyway, let me try and clean up the build plate. I'll be back. Well, there you have it. It's my first build on my channel. Nothing really went as planned, especially it just being my first time, and I'm glad things went that way, because then, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. And some of the things it came with, little thing to clean out your nozzle, an extra nozzle, another coupler. There's a bunch of extra screw bolts and stuff like that, so I guess they're extras, at least I hope. Spatula. And like I said, they gave you enough filament to do not even, let's say 1/3 of what was supposed to be done. 1/3. And then like I said, I made a mistake trying to swap the filament, but it looked real nice until it got to the ears, and then it started getting a little flow. Looked like the flow started getting held back a little bit. But you live and learn. I'll print more on it and see what happens. Yeah, the top of the head looks a little messed up. But you live and learn. This was the first print. It was coming out pretty good, like I said. But so far, everything looks good. And my next build will go hopefully a lot smoother. And that should be coming up next. That should be my next video. Another build and unboxing and build. And if you liked it, if it helped you, great. If it didn't, I'm sorry. And it can only get better from here. And we'll see what happens. Have a good one.